What's up, fam? What's up, man? Ladies, gentlemen. Hey, do some tech talk tonight. Last night I talked about taxes and a couple other things. But tonight, Darnell Williams, I should have tagged him. Hopefully he'll get my highlight. You'll see that. This is on YouTube too. I should have put my YouTube, Randy Seal. Should have put the link up from my YouTube. But I'm also on YouTube live streaming too. So YouTube, or you come to Facebook. Tonight, I'm going to talk about and work with, I got a camera behind me today. I'm going to show you my screen, and I'm going to give you a glimpse of where I'm going with this class situation and the things that we're going to be doing here. And so what happened, I got a mix for a record. It was something that didn't get the job done in time because they needed it like the next day. And I was out of town in Farmington, and my grandsons got a call about a mix that the individual had. I think somebody gave him a track, then they recorded all their vocals themselves. And this is what I get sometimes. I mean, and I talked about the vocal performance is absolutely, bar none, incredible. It's incredible. If I let you hear the whole thing, I'm just going to take a little piece because I want to show you guys things I'm hearing. I'll probably use Pro Q3. I didn't set that up, but I can bring it up while we're here to see if we can see some weird frequencies in the vocal. It was recorded, I believe, at home, and they did it in GarageBand. One thing I found out with GarageBand, though, this is the first mix I got that came to me from GarageBand. I have to find some points in this song where the absolute, and I looked it up. I Googled it. Sometimes when you export stuff out of GarageBand to Logic, it chops it off. There's parts when the individual is singing and there's an S or a T and it's chopped. The wave is flat. So the S is gone. And in this, some spots I went and grabbed the S from somewhere else and played around and kept shifting the S in, getting the level right, so it sounded like it was a natural S. But anyway, just wanted to get into that to walk you guys through, walk you guys through what actually goes on when I'm doing this kind of thing. So appreciate everybody that did jump on, and I'm going to try to get my phone up so I can see, because I won't be live on my main screen here. Hold on. Just give me a sec, man. I appreciate you all for even being interested in this. I thought it would be pretty interesting tonight. So if you're a vocalist or you know somebody a vocalist, if you're recording at home, tonight probably will help you, get your stuff tight. And I'm going to talk about some equipment. Actually, I got a shield. I got 2 shields out there I don't use. And I'm trying to figure out how I can create something, not for money, but maybe I have somebody submit me something that I could play on here, have a vote. I got a shield with a stand and a pop filter that I want to give it away. I got one of them is just a shield, but the one with the stand, you could set it up. It's a heavy duty stand too. It's got probably like almost 1.25 inches legs on it. But tonight I'm going to bring up my player vocal. Let me know, you guys, if my audio, I made an adjustment because when I played back what I did last night, I heard it was kind of driven, kind of hard. And I think it was because I had plugged the guitar in this preamp that I recorded about a couple weeks ago. Hey, AP, no, you're not late, man. You're not late, bro. I just got on here. You're right on time. You're not late. I tell you, you're right on time, bro. I just started. Because I was trying to get set up. I'm doing my streaming on YouTube right now too. I didn't do Instagram, but I'm streaming YouTube and here. So anyway, let's get right into it. I'm not going to give you the artist's record. It's brand new. It's not released. I don't think it got released at the deadline they were trying to meet, which was Wednesday night of last week. But I just wanted to show just a snippet of, like I said, the whole lead vocal performance is incredible. The backgrounds are laid out nice. Only thing you're going to hear is a lead vocal that you're probably going to get sick of me playing. Just want to let you hear. And I'm going to be shooting my camera today to make sure. So let me see. I got a right rear. I'm gonna go to the Mac Pro first, and then I'm gonna end up going to the right rear, and I'll be able to show you guys what I'm doing on my hardware. I'm gonna walk through all my compressors today, and I'll be able to bring up my plugins and show you that on the Mac Pro screen. And I'm gonna key myself in when I go to Mac Pro. So what I'm gonna do is get ready to go to the Mac Pro, and I'm going to key myself in here. You see me in the right front or lower right. All right. So let me, while I'm in this screen, let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to play this, but like I said, let me know if you hear anything weird or you don't hear something. And I'm going to let this loop right now. If you don't hear it, let me repatch something I think I got to do. Hold on. Yeah, let me change. I think I got to go out of my, let me do this right quick. It won't take me but a second. Yeah, actually, you'll get to see the screen too. I'm going to jump over to my mix screen and show you. I'll pull the mix screen over and see where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, see these outputs. This is going out to my mastering bus, my mastering unit. So I'm going to set this back to send all this out of output 1 and 2. And I could use my mastering unit, but I got it set up for mastering. So it's a different whole thing, okay? So put the lead vocal out there and play it now. You guys should be hearing that.
I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do.
This is going to be looping. I'm sorry, I was talking, my mic wasn't on. It's going to be looping, and you're going to hear this vocal playing over and over. And I'm going to bring up Pro Q3. So let me get that up while we're talking. I get Pro Q3 up so you guys can see. Get this up on my phone so I can see who's saying something. And you guys can talk to me. Oh, okay. AP said it sounds good to him. All right, so I'm going to play. Let's play that loop section. Right there. And then this is the vocal bus right here that it's on. That goes into, say, lead vocal bus 1. That's this one right here, coming in there to this pink track. So those 2 tracks, and they were going out of my main stereo bus. Instead, and then actually all these effects, I got the effects turned off. So you're gonna hear it dry. I'm gonna loop it. And the first thing we're gonna do though, let me play it. And this is, I got an EQ up here, that if I get back to that, I got an EQ up here that's bypassed also at the top of the screen. So these 2 that are highlighted is where it's coming from. This is the vocal right here. So I'm gonna play it again and you'll see the meter bouncing in there. And I'm keyed in, okay.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you, 'cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, what do you guys hear? If you're on here, if you heard that loop, I'll play it again. Tell me if you heard it muffled, If you're low frequency content, if you think you hear too much S's, let me know what you think you hear when I play this again. I'll play it again and let me know what you can type in here, reply to me, what you think you're hearing in the track.
Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you.
Okay, so if you look at my meters, I've turned this vocal down because it came to me real hot. I try to keep my vocals, any track that I'm working on, the vocal range, I try to keep it around -16 to -18 down in here. I really try to keep it so we're below the yellow, maybe spiking the yellow a little bit up there. You can see that. Because I'm going to gain it up with my hardware and all of that. And then when I get to my master bus, so I don't gain up here because I don't want to hit my audio. I'm going to hit it at -18. That's my ideal level, is -18 going into analog hardware. So the first thing we're going to do is let me show you something I use. It's called Klanghelm. It's by Klanghelm. And I'm going to put it at the bottom of my insert. And it's a Klanghelm VMT Deluxe. But I changed it to RMS because I mix and master in RMS. All right, so I go to RMS. If I don't want that +3, that just lets you look. It's actually 3 dB louder than what it's going to show. I want the actual loudness. So I turn on no compensation. So let's play the vocal and let's see where it's hitting at right on the track. All right.
Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you.
Okay, so it's like -27. I'm gonna hit the B key on Pro Tools. If I hit that, it'll break it. Let me get to make that the thing that we're looking at. So if I hit B, I broke that section. So I'm gonna click this and I'm gonna turn it up a few dB. So it's at -20 something. Let's take it up. If I go, it was at -26. Let's go, because I'm gonna have to pull it back down. I'll show you why. Let's take it up to, let's go 3 dB. Let's go 4 dB. So we should be, if I go to 4, right there, and I'll play it again, and let's look at my meter. All right. You're like, man, why does it take all that? It takes a lot. All right, let's get the meter back up. Push it over here above the vocal. And let's see what we get now.
Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you.
All right, let me play it one more time. Let's look at what the peak level is, because we're not at -18, but I'm going to push it. I'm going to just show you what'll happen.
Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you. Cause no one else will do, I was made for you.
Okay, so you saw that spike at like -18. And I turned that section right here up by 5 dB. So I increased the level of the vocal by 5 dB. So I'm at -18, and I'm going to play it, since it's playing through my bus, me get rid of this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna let you see the bus, right? I'm gonna play it. You're gonna see it right here, purple. Let me hide this. Let's hide that. So it goes here. That's the vocal track. Goes into the bus. These are just effects that are on. You won't be able to hear those. I got those muted. And these are all, there's one EQ. The rest is hardware stuff that I activate in this track. Then that goes to this pink bus right here. Not that one, that's reverb. The final bus right there. All right, so let me play that. And I'm going to put a meter on that. So let me copy this meter. I'll drag it over to here. And I'm going to change the color of it. So we know, let's make it blue. So that meter is blue. And that meter is brown. So we got the incoming meter. And then the out meter that's going to stereo bus now is going to be this blue one. Let's see what we got going through the bus. See what we got going through the bus and then out to the output. Let me play that again.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
You see it's at minus 24 because I was mixing this. You see that right there? That's the master fader for this bus. So let's put this back at 0. I'm going to show you all the stuff I'm doing. Put that back at 0. Put that one at 0. I'm going to undo this. This effect is in stereo with it right there. So let me just turn that group off. Let me turn the group off for that. Now I don't want to remove the group. I'm going to just push this one up to 0. Let's push this up to 0. I don't want to remove my group. So let's grab it, hold the control key, push this up to 0. Here we are. So we're at 0 on that, the master bus. Now let's look at the level through lead vocal, through the lead vocal bus, skip all the effects, and out of the final. Okay? Let's play that. Let's see what we got.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
So if you see, we got a 2 dB drop, and that's going, this lead vocal right here is going to lead vocal final, way over here. Comes in there to that bus, hits some effects, then comes out here, and I got everything zeroed, but I'm still losing 2 dB. That's just the nature of the system. Okay, so with that though, now I'm gonna go, since we got a level with, it's at minus 20, I'm not gonna push that fader up yet because it's gonna, some things gonna get louder as I start adding my effects in there. So let's leave it like that for now. And let me go back to, I'll leave this, we know what that is. Yeah, you guys know that that brown one is the, let me stack them up, see if I can do this. All right, the brown is the actual track level, and the blue one is what's going out of the stereo bus for right now. So anyway, and we saw that it was 2 dB. Now, if I want to make it 18, watch this. See this first trim right here? Remember it was sitting at minus 20? I'm gonna make this 2. Now when I play this, both of these should be hitting, like the peak should be minus 18. Let's play it and see.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, it's at 18.5. So let's take this 2.5. I can double click it. Type 2.5, 2.5. All right, let me play this.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, you see now I got minus 18 from the beginning to the end. Now, before I go any further, let's take a look and let's see if we can see something, weird artifacts, because I'm going to roll off a lot of the low end. But before we do that, I'm going to insert right here. This is a bomb EQ. If you don't have a fab filter, everything they make is incredible. I'm going to use the Pro Q3. Let's go to Fab Filter, Pro Q3 plugin. All right. So let's look at the wave. I'm going to play it and we'll see what this vocal is doing in that loop.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, if you look at that wave, see where it stopped? See way down? Oh man, I hate that moved again. Let me play it one more time and see if it'll stay up there.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch my mouse. But look at that slope. See where it's at 341, that peak at 1.2, 3.7, then up to the high frequencies. But look at the low frequencies in the vocal. A lot of that is from the room. You know, it's going all the way past minus 20. And really can't, my subs go down to like below 20, a little bit below 20. Because I'm usually rolling off when I'm mastering a record at like 19.5. It's pretty low. But anyway, so doing this, if you're seeing this on the screen, what I'm going to do is take a EQ. I use the stock EQ for this. I'm not going to use this Fab Filter EQ right here. All right. This just tells me that I got a lot of low end. And if you look over to the right, some of it wasn't quite at minus 12, but that's loud enough to hear it. And you see at minus 70. Well, that's actually reduction here. But minus 70 and up in here, I can hear the rumble. So what I'm going to do is roll off the vocal with the 7-band I'm going to use. So I use this, and it's a stock EQ. And the reason I'm saying, I'm trying to teach people that you can use your stock plugins to do this work, okay? Do not go buy third party unless you're buying Fab Filter. Pro Q3, Fab Filter C2 compressor, and Fab Filter L2 limiter. Those are like some jewels. I'll talk about Soothe. 2 is a jewel. I'll talk about Rezo when I'm mastering. There's about 6 plugins that are like the bomb for mixing and mastering, along with other stuff though. They're not like they're the end all, okay? So now let me play it again, and I'm gonna turn off, I'll leave the frequency because this Pro Q3 is not doing anything. It's just reading the wave. I'm going to open up this, in Pro Tools, I'm sorry, if you hold the Shift key and open up a plugin, that little red dot, that means it's targeted. And so if I turn that off, if I hold Shift to click that Fab Filter, it'll come up and stay on. Because if you got the red dot there, that means it's the focused plugin. Okay? So now I got 3 plugins on here, and I'm going to bypass. You see the big dip? I didn't want you guys to see that yet, but I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I'm going to deactivate them. I'll deactivate the ones I don't want you to see. Let's play the vocal again. And this roll off over here, I got it at 120. I'm going to put it down to 20 hertz. I'm not going to roll off anything. All right. And I'll turn the high on. I'm going to unbypass it. We're going to look at the wave, and I'm going to push a roll off to get rid of the low end that I'm listening to in my calibrated system until I feel like, or I hear that the vocal low end is okay. Now this, I would be doing this, you guys, don't get me wrong. I would be doing all of this with the record playing. Okay. And the only reason I'm not playing the music is because the song isn't out. This loop, we ain't going to recognize this. You know, I don't know if anybody recognizes the vocals or not. But anyway, let's do this. Play the loop. I'm going to share what the roll-off's going to do. I'm going to unbypass this EQ. And now I got to set 20 to 20. Let's watch the Pro Q3 and watch what happens to the wave as I let this thing play over and over. And then I start rolling off the low end, and I'm going to use a 12 dB slope. I'll get into that tech later on too. But check this out.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do.
Okay, so I pushed up. I'm at 232 hertz. 232.3 to get rid of a lot of that rumble, keep her naturalness of her voice, which is pretty much right. And then probably if I was mixing a record, I may back off a little bit, take that back down, but it's going to be close to the 200, okay? I haven't touched the high frequencies or anything, so this is just that. Now I'm going to leave that EQ on. And this Pro Q3, I don't EQ my records like that. I'm just showing you guys what happened to the frequency with the bypassed and with the EQ on. So let's do that. Play the loop. I'm going to play it so you can see the frequency and watch the frequency chart on the Pro Q3 while I bypass and then reactivate the EQ that I rolled off with. All right?
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
See, the deal is when you're mixing and you say that whole stereo bus now, you didn't roll off that low end. Once you start compressing and trying to get your mix louder, the low end of the vocal is in there too. So you're raising up all this low end artifacts that's just noise. That's why you got to, listen to records, listen to where the vocal is placed. You'll start learning where these roll-offs should be. And that's by listening. I'm doing this to show you what frequencies are actually at a point in this particular vocal, because this young lady does have a deeper voice. And so some of that I may want to pull back, and I will be. I'll just take my roll off and start reducing where I got it rolled off from. But anyway, let's play it. And then there's some other things that started happening to this vocal that I had to get out. Okay. So I'm gonna play it again, and I'm not even gonna push it, but I'm gonna play it. This EQ, we know what's happening. We got it rolled off at 232, and I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it. And this frequency thing, I'm going to turn that off in just a second, but let's play it. As a matter of fact, though, let's leave this one on, because remember I wanted to stay at -18. So let's see what we got since I rolled it off.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys hear that. Probably you may not be able to hear it if you don't have headphones. So I'm hearing this whistle frequency like, I hear something like that. This is called notch filtering, and this is what I want to get into tonight. I'm probably going to end up finishing here just to get you guys to understand what notch filtering is. So notch filtering is finding treble frequencies and you notch them out of your track. I could show you with the kick drum how to make a kick drum like really beefy, even if it isn't a sub. By using a notch filter, you get it, and then other things you do. You can add a dynamic, use a dynamic EQ, which you can do with Pro Q3 and some others. The EQ7 in Pro Tools does not do dynamic EQ. I don't even know I don't even use that in the mastering when I'm doing mastering. So this is mix that I'm working on now, just to show you. But let's play it again. I'm going to find this whistle frequency. I'm going to boost it really, really high so you guys can hear it. And then I'm going to pull it down. Okay.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
All right, so I'm gonna have a tight Q, which I got at 10. I'm gonna boost that 3.3 because I know that's a problem area around 3 hertz, 3 kilohertz. So I'm gonna sweep through it. So I backed it up to like 1.8. I'm gonna sweep through it and listen for this whistle frequency I'm talking about.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made.
You hear that? That's what I hear before I even boosted it. That's what I hear. So with that, I got it at 3.24. Now this EQ works great. Some EQs, like PAB filter, will actually take out the actual frequency. So watch this. So if I said I got a problem at 3.24, let's go here. I'll double click this. I'm going to 32400. That's 30,000. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to go, hold on, double click. I could dial it. Let me back it up. I can do this too. Let's go to 3.24. And let's get close. All right, 3.3, activate that. And if I go to frequency, double click that, I'm gonna go 3240. 3240. All right, that's what that is. Now let's take this notch, right? We're gonna gain this bad boy up. I moved it. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to hold control. Shift. All right, I'm gonna boost this one a bunch because I can get 12 dB. Actually, you can boost this like 30 dB. So let's just gain it up. And then though, I'm gonna make the Q really tight. It's 40. See, this Q only goes to 10. So it's pretty much frequency. So let's bypass, I'll show you. Let's bypass this EQ from Pro Tools. I'll bypass that one. Now we're just gonna listen to, actually no. Let's do this. I'm gonna bypass the frequency I found, but I'm gonna leave the roll off on that EQ one. So let's play this. Now listen to this. And then I'm going to, what's 3.240? 3240 hertz. Let's play it again. And I got 30 dB of gain. So it's probably gonna be kind of piercing in your ears. I'm gonna turn my speaker down because I don't want to blow a tweeter. And then I'll play it, and then I'm gonna show you when I pull that down.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, if you saw that, I did something goofy. I just boosted it in the first EQ, the Pro Tools EQ, and then I pulled it down by 30 dB with the Pro Q3. And then you can hear where that whistle frequency went away. Okay, here is the deal which you need to understand about EQ. And I'm gonna jump off probably after this. And we'll pick up. I'll do this, I'll complete it at the same spot. I'll do another one if you guys are interested. If you're interested in going further with this, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate that. And this is what the class will be like. So I can teach you guys how to do your own things, especially if you're going to send it out for mixing. If you catch it, edit it, because for the mix guy, when you get a mix, the editing should be done. You know what I mean? If you got a problem, you fix the problem. The mix guy should be able to balance, EQ, reverb, and do things like that. Of this painting that you started, I'm going to get it stretched over the canvas nice and tight. Okay? And then the mastering guy is going to take this beautiful mix that you got on this nice canvas, and he's going to put it in a beautiful frame to match the genre or the room that you're putting your music in. That's the deal with mixing and mastering to me, the way I see it. So anyway, I'm going to, I could use the Pro Q3, but I'm not, just for the sake of, I want to teach you stock plugin. So I cut this by 30 dB. Let's see how much I can cut it in the Pro Tools EQ. At 3.2, I think I can only cut it 18. All right. So take the Pro Q3, let's bypass it, and I'm going to hide it, put it back. And let's play it now and see if the whistle frequency is gone.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
So I'm going to gradually push up this 3.24 from minus 18 to see if I could get some more presence without the whistle. Let's see what happens.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so if I know, here's the deal. If I know that I got a problem at 3.24, take your calculator and multiply that times 2 because it's in octaves. At that higher frequency, so I got I got 3.24 times 2. The next octave, 6.48 or 6,480 hertz, I'm going to have a whistle. Now, I've already done that here. So let's take the Q, it's on 0. So let's turn that on. Let's make this 6.48. All right. Now, if I boost this, we should hear a super high frequency. I'm going to go notch it at 10 is my filter, not the notch. Oh man, what is that thing called? I'll think about that and I'll tell you that too. But let's play it. And I want you to hear at 6.48, you're going to hear this whistle again.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so I took 3.9 and 3 dB out of that octave. So I feel like I got that comfortable. Now what I could do now is add some high frequency back with this. This is a high frequency filter that I'm going to boost it. Let's take it to 0 first. See if we can get some clarity on the high end if I push this up. I got other tools I do this with. I just want to show you. And we're going to start it. That's almost an octave. Just pull it back and we'll push it up and see what happens. It's going to look funny because remember the roll off is at 20 hertz. So let me turn that off. There's no roll off on the high end. Let's see what happens if I do this.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
So now you hear the whistle came back, but I got some nice highs. So let's go in there now. I'm going to pull down this 3. I'm going to let it play and I'm going to pull down that 3.24 some more.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, I made all those changes. Now let me go back. Remember, I said, let's look at the output. What's coming out now? How hot am I now? Let me play that.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Man, it only went down like 1/10 of a dB, which is good. That's good. So now, as we enter, I don't know how long I've been on, but I hope you guys are getting something out of this. So I got my EQ roll off. I got that. Now, I have another EQ. I use this EQ1. I got it at 148. Let's see if it makes a difference. I got the slope at 18. I don't use 18. I use 12. And with this 12 dB, I'll explain it in detail later. When you see those, it's like it'll have 6 dB, 12 dB, 18 dB, 24 dB, 40, all these different slopes. And man, it's logarithmic math. And what it means though, if I got a 12 dB slope, a per octave slope, and if I go 12 dB down, 12 dB back, right? Let me say this right. For it to get to 0. I want to explain that right on my next thing. Because you want to understand that the slopes have a big difference on where your low frequency is going to be an octave later. You know, the bottom frequency. So if you're looking at my arm, you know, let me go back. If I go to my face camera, look at this. So 6 dB would be more like this. You're going to get more low end. 12, 18, 24, all that. And the more upright your slope is, though, your sound is hitting this, and it actually gets louder at the lowest frequency. So if you set it at 40 and it's flat, boom, you're going to be boosting 40. And you want to have a curve so it kind of curves off. That's something you'll learn the more mixing you do. But for this, I'm going to use 12 dB. And I'm putting it at the top of before I hit my gear. All right? So let's play it again. Let's see what we got.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so for those who are still with me, let's do one more thing. I hit that, so I'm gonna switch you guys to my rear camera. I'll get back to me, but I'm gonna have you guys look at this right rear camera, and you're gonna be looking at the first hardware unit that I'm going to hit with this song, with this vocal. All right. So let's go back. Boom. And why isn't it there? I think, oh, here it is. There we go. There we go. Let me hit it again and you'll see the device. There it is. So it's actually this device right here. Uh-oh, I hit my limiter. So what we're going to look at, this is a nail. It's by A Design. It's actually tube and solid state. Really, really nice EQ. Nice compressor. This one I want to grab the transients. I'm going to tame the transients first. All right, this is a really in-depth EQ compressor. Yeah, and I was going to pick up my phone. I don't need to do that. But since you're looking at it, this is like a normal setting. I got the threshold at 4. And this is the meter here on to the right of it. So let me play it. I'm going to let it loop. I'm going to play with the threshold. And let's see how far I'm going to pull it down, how far it's going to impact it. I'm going to compress it. And then I'm going to EQ it. I'm going to correct what I'm screwing up, but taming the transient. Let me play it again.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
All right, one other thing I forgot to do. See this right here? After that EQ is that nail compressor. It's in interface D, port 3. If I hold down Control and Command, I'm going a hardware insert. It's not a plugin. It's a hardware plugin. I'm actually plugging into this interface. This compressor right now. So that's what I did by activating. Let me get back so you can see it. When I activate this port here, This was off that D3, that nail D3. Like I said, hold on, controlling command is activated. Now I'm going to that compressor. Let's play it again so you can see what the compressor is doing after that roll off EQ.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so you saw that meter bouncing, so I got my back to the microphone, but you saw where the meter here was bouncing up and down, and I got it to where it's bouncing rhythmically. That's because my attack is where I want it, and then my release. And so this has a threshold, it has a hard threshold, which allows me to mix some of the original audio with the compressed audio. So let me play it again, and I'm gonna turn. I got that at like -7. Let me get rid of the original audio mixed in with it. Let's see what happens.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so I got that. I backed it all the way off. Usually when I'm tracking, I have that thing at like -7. Usually I have it there. This one, because I got so many artifacts going on, and it wasn't recorded in my room, I'm going to leave it at 0. That's basically parallel compression is what it's doing. So I'm not doing any parallel. I have over here I got it gained up at 6 dB. I'm going to leave that there. I have a roll-off, a sideband, side chain that is built in. I got it set to 180. So anything below 180 isn't impacting the compressor. It's basically what that's doing. Okay? And so let's take that, and then I got my release set at about 8. So I'm going to play it again and watch me. I'm going to play with the release, and you'll see it jumping faster and faster. Let me play this.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
The key is to have your release be able to bounce rhythmically. Everything you want to have rhythm. And you want to have the rhythm with your compressors and all that. And it takes time to learn how to do all this stuff. So I got gain and direct this compression. So after that, I'm coming out of here for you guys. I'm going to show you. I got to tilt this camera upward. If you see this right here, this is, if you can see that, you can see that. It says B. Terry, G7. This was Bernard Terry's actual channel strip that he used in the studio. I used to own one years ago, and I bought one because he had one, and I loved the way it sounded. And then No, I think I had one before Bernard, if I'm not mistaken. He got one, and I ended up selling mine to buy mastering gear. And the family ended up blessing me with this back in 21. So anyway, I come out of that compressor. I'm going into this channel strip, which is a mic pre, compressor, and EQ. I'm not going to gain up anything, and I got it set to, that's mic in. It's going to direct in. So now I'm going directly into this chain, not using any of this mic gain. And I'm going to activate the next one, which is a Portico G7. Let me get you back. I get you to me. Then I'm going to flip. And then we're going back to the screen. All right. Activate that Portico G7. And that's the interface G port 7. So I'm going to play, I'm going to let it loop. And then I'm going to activate it while it's playing. Turn it off.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Now you hear a bunch of weird stuff because this hasn't been adjusted. Okay? This hasn't been adjusted for this song. So I'm going to zero all of the gains. Let me switch back to that so you can see it. We'll go here and then I'll switch back to right rear. You'll be able to see that. And I don't know why my camera keeps, I can make some adjustment in it probably. Okay, so anyway, we're at this unit now. How much tilt am I going to get? Let's see. I can tilt back that far. Okay, so I'm not using, like I said, the mic, the gain. So let's play it, and I'm going to walk through. I'm going to do the low frequency first. And actually, since I zeroed everything, yeah, all those EQs are zero. So I should be able to deal with the low frequency if I need to. So let me play this.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so I just did that at 200 hertz, and I don't know how many dB I got. You know, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, maybe 6 dB I pulled off at 200. Remember, we got to roll off at 200 too. So we can look at a wave again later and see what's going on. So next thing, let's check out this low mid frequency. Let me play that and see what I can do with the low mids. And as a matter of fact, let's do this. Now, since we're in this chain right here, let's, I can put it in here because I don't use this standard clip. I don't need that. Let's copy this over. And let's copy this meter. Let's make it a different color. Since we'll make it, let's make it neon. Yeah. Let's make it neon. All right, cool. All right, I don't need those controls down there. So let's play it and see where we're at on the decibel level. Remember, I like to stay at -18. Let's see what we got while I'm tweaking on this.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no.
Sorry about that. Bumped my camera. Okay, let's see. So that's something. I need see if I had the music in there, I'll be making better adjustments. But anyway, that's the low mid. I got a cut at like 150. Let's go to the high frequency high mids, and let's see if I can boost or cut something there.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, I know you guys hear that. So what, if you look over here, this is actually the amount of reduction that's happening by, because there's a compressor in here too. So I'm EQing and compressing. And what I want to do is be able to not hit this so hard. I barely want this to come down, maybe 3 dB or 4 dB of reduction here on this compressor. So let me play it again, make some adjustment on the threshold so that this won't be doing so hard. Also, I may have to bring my gain down on here to reduce the gain going into that, all right? So let's play it again.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna play with the highs right now. Let's see where we're going with it. I'll do some high mids, high mids, and then highs adjustments and see what happens.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was.
Okay, last thing, I hear that S is back in there. Remember, I got a big boost on this EQ. Let's go look at that EQ7. Remember, I got this at 8.5. I got a big boost. So we're going to go to, you're not going to be able to see this. So I think I'm going to save it for another video. I'm going to de-esser. This has a de-esser in it, but I'm going to turn on my de-esser in my rack over here, which is a hardware de-esser, and let you hear what it can do and what it will do. And this is all hardware that we're working with right now. So I'm going to turn that, activate that, which is, let me get rid of this meter right quick, which is, go back here. Here we go. Actually, it's going into the ELOP. So I compressed lightly compressed. I mean, hit the transients with this nail, which was this. Then I come back and I compressed into here. Remember, I hit it with the nail to compress the transients. I'm coming into here, EQ, and try to capture what I screwed up down here. And then when I come into, after that portico, I'm going into the ELAP, manly ELAP limiter. ELAP, not limiter. And I got another camera. It's not set up, and I'll talk about that too. It's way up at the top, so you won't get a good view of it if I showed it to you now. But let's see. If I go left rack, see if I can give you a view. Let me right rack. There it is. So it's way up top. It's this. That right there. Let me see if I can get it in the view though for you. And you know, when I'm doing the actual class, there you go. We're hitting this limiter, and you can probably see the meter a little bit. When I just activated it. So let's play it one more time. See if that meter's moving. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. Okay, so you saw where the ELAP, also limiter. So now let's do some correction again with another EQ. I'm going to come into my 1073, which you'll be able to see this. Let me tip this down. It's 1073 LB EQ right here. This one. It's off right now. When the green light is on, it's activated. So it's off, it's on, off. So let me play it. This is going to help me kind of sculpt some of the high mid stuff that we don't like. Right? 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. All right, just quickly. Then now I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to activate the de-esser, and let's see what we got. And I got the de-esser set at about 3.5K, and it's probably going to make it sound like they have a lisp, but let's play it anyway, and let's see what happens. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no. Okay, so I'm just going through tools because this is a problem vocal as far as the ambient, the way it was recorded. So in that, I got this thing set at like about 5K. Well, I'm gonna pull it down to 3, and you can see what happens. It's gonna choke. It's gonna make it sound like she has a lisp. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so something I hear that whistle tone like louder in the higher frequency. So let's go back to, I want to go back to my MacBook, my Mac Pro. And this EQ, the 60, I'm going to pull this down even more. I'm going to loop it, see if I can get some more of that whistle tone because I had to add some more highs back from all the adjustments I made.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, now, what I do want to say is a lot of that stuff that's going on with this whistling thing is not her voice. It's coming from the tools that were used. If you don't use a great preamp and a great mic, then microphones, if you look at the graph, how they're designed, when they test them, some of them go like, they'll be rolled off really low, get up, and then have this peak at like 2 or 3K and all that, which is 3K is where the whistle tones are. And that a lot of times is what you see with a mic that is not a high level mic. Now, if it were me and I was recording at home, I said this before, I would be using an AKG 414 XLS. I would do that. If I was recording at home, that mic is crystal clear, it's not noisy, and it's flat. So whatever you put in it, there's no character. So if you're looking for character and you don't have all the gear to capture the character and then tweak it, I wouldn't look for a mic with character. I would get something that's flat. And the AKG 414 XLS is a really nice mic to do that. I own XLS. I used to have what do they call it? The XL2. The XL2 was the newer one. But I had they didn't call it the Mach 2. I had one, but it had a bump at 2K, and I could hear it at one particular vocalist I was working with, and she was a first soprano, and it really cut through. So I ended up selling that years ago. And but anyway, this is the kind of thing that I'm going to be walking through in more detail with music. This can be kind of bored maybe to you because the music wasn't there. It's just a little, the song is in 3/4. The 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. It's only like 3 measures or something like that. But anyway, thanks for jumping on. I'm going to sign off. This video will be on my page. And like I said, I'll probably take some of this, cut it up, and notch filtering, EQing. And that's all I probably should have done today was like do the notch filtering, back off. But I gave you guys probably like an hour tutorial or so. And the way to do this and experiment with it and using all these tools, you compress, you EQ. You compress a little more, you limit. You DS, then you EQ again. I DS on the end because then I could go back. If I hear something, I'm pulling it in my de-esser. Now, when I get ready to mix, there's another plugin called Soothe. Let me see if I can activate it. It uses a lot of DSP, but let's, because it's a native plugin. It is Oak Sound Soothe. Now, this is pretty incredible. So let's go. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to just get off of here. I use this for mastering all the time. Let's go preset. There's a nice one that says de-essing. Vocal rescue. Here's a DS. It says master bus DS. So let's try this though. And see, that's not. I don't want to do that. And when you push these up, that means how much it's going to take it down. All right. So let me play that vocal with this de-esser on there. Soothe. And they use it to take away harshness. In master, you can use it in mixes too. But I found that it works great for the stuff that I do. So let me play it.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
You know what I got you guys listening to? Let me turn off. See this right here? This other plugin? This is my tuning for my room. See how flat my room is tuned? The correction is in red. These were the anomalies. These are the corrections I made in my room to get a flat curve as possible. All right. So let me play it. Let me turn this off because you guys shouldn't be listening to the calibration. So let me bypass that.
'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. Okay, so these are tools I use. Try to clean up some bad anomalies in a vocal or other things. I usually don't have to use tools, but this, like I said, it wasn't recorded well. If you heard the whole performance of the vocalist, it's absolutely incredible. But you guys didn't get to see Soothe because I didn't have it on the screen. But let me put it here, and I'll open up Soothe. I'm not going to use it in this track. I had it on there. Actually, I had it on the master. Why did I have it there? So I wasn't doing anything. It needs to be over here. Let me pull it over here. Let me pull Soothe, deactivate it, and pull it over here. Play it again. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no. If I get on the right bus, there we go. This is the one I was messing with. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. Oops, I had the mic on. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for jumping on, and I'm gonna take off everything. Let's take off everything and see how much we messed this up without the music. I'm gonna let it play, and then I'm gonna start deactivating everything. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you. 'Cause no one else will do. I was made for you.
Okay, so you hear all the low end, everything that's in there. In context with the song, that would be like a needle in a haystack, finding all those bad frequencies and making the adjustments you need to make. All right, so anyway, hey, thanks for jumping on. I enjoyed doing this. I know I spent probably a little bit over an hour, I'm sure. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign out. Thanks to everybody who jumped on. Hopefully I wasn't frozen.